Well, if you look at what's happening right now, the biggest thing that's happening in the hip-hop world is the YSL RICO case, where Young Thug and Gunna are both arrested. They're held without bond. And when you start looking through the case, it's a lot of similar stuff as to what's happened to you. Wiretaps. In this case, it's text messages, combined with lyrics and social media posts and everything else like that. When you look at these types of cases and how they played out, have you been following the YSL RICO case at all?
Yeah, I pay attention to it because I like law. And what I don't want what happened to me, how I got railroaded, to happen to the next youngster. But I would say this. When you got a lot of people on your case, you know what's crazy, man, Vlad? I had 8 co-defendants and nobody snitched on my case. Nobody in my case snitched. Everybody in my case played out, took their charge, took their rap. Now when I see a lot of these RICOs, a lot of these cases, I look at this. In their case, it's a lot of celebrities, it's a lot of partying, foreign cars, enjoying. When them people come with them football numbers, I'm just gonna sit back and see how they're gonna play this, man, because this is about to get real interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean, just today, the news broke that, yesterday Young Thug had his bond revoked. Well, not revoked, but, he wasn't granted bond once again. His lawyer keeps trying to fight for bond and the judge keeps striking it down. And what the judge said specifically was that other YSL members in this case have given proffer agreements that basically have said that Young Thug is violent and he might kill them or their family and so forth. They have text messages, a group chat of him saying, if anyone gets in court and tells the truth, they're going to get killed. But the proffer agreements is really what stood out, because to me, it's such a dirty trick by law enforcement where you could come in, say about all the crimes that you did, implicate whoever you want, and everything you say can't be used against you in your own court case. And very often, by giving the proffer, you get your sentence reduced or even thrown out. And that's what's happening right now in the YSL case. Was there proffer agreements when you were going through your cases?
Yeah, well, not, like I said, not my co-defendants, but when I tried to be slick and I went to the state and I gave them homicides on some guys that already was deceased, some of the murders that it was like, I had to implicate myself there. And, but they gave me immunity for it. But in the Fed, how the Fed was, well, okay, yeah, you told on it. One time a prosecutor was like, I don't want to give him no credit, but he telling on people that's dead. We want to know what's up with these people that's alive, So, in the Feds, man, they'll give you enough rope to hang yourself now. And like a lot of guys that do this, they'll proffer, and then they'll try to come back and recant their statement. And what happens is those proffers that you gave, they can use that against you. I seen that happen to a guy. He told, then he want to take a statement back. Okay, I'm gonna go to trial with my co-defendant, but now they got this. And now it's out to your co-defendants. So, man, I don't know how to put this, but when the Fed get you, man, 99% of the time, you gonna do time.
Well, the YSL case is a state case. It's still a RICO case.
Oh, okay.
It's a state.
See, I don't know how that
case.
Okay, so you're in the state. So, I don't know. So, I mean, you can buy your way in the state. Some of the state prosecutors, they some crooked stuff going on in that state now. So, he might shake.
It's a crazy situation right now.
Yeah, he might shake out, because I don't know why I kept thinking it was in the Fed, because I was looking at it, and then some try to get on that social media, but the stuff be moving too fast for me. It's so much stuff on the social media, man. I get distracted. It's a lot going on social media, man. But I seen it, and I was looking on the YouTube when he was in court trying to get a bond. And I would say this: usually when you got a big RICO case, they don't give you a bond because they say you're a flight risk, or like I say, you're dangerous. Usually if a person get a bond and they on a big RICO case, they snitching. They didn't gave statements. They already agreed to cooperate. So what happens is this too. Say we got a big conspiracy, a big RICO case. My co-defendant snitch. He give a proffer hearing. or we call it debriefing. He proffer. They let him out on bond. If all of us plead guilty, then sometimes we might not know that he was agreeing to testify against us because they got a thing whereas when you get ready to go to trial, they won't give you the witness list till a day before you go to trial. So the co-defendant been engaged a statement, got his time cut off for us, and we don't know. But usually when you got a big RICO case, if a person get a bond, he's snitching. He done told.
Yeah, man. Well, the moral of the story is don't do crime.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I wrestled with that. I was like, man, one day I was riding Vlad like a month ago, and it hit me, man. I was like, wow, I'm free. I remember I used to be on these buses shackled, and I used to always say to myself, man, when I'm gonna get a chance to be out in society with the normal people, or you know, everybody ain't normal, but you know, out in society. So I was riding, man, and I was like, wow, I'm free. I'm out here, man, you know, and it's just man, I love to hang out in Walmart. It's just a wonderful feeling, man. Hey, man, listen. I don't never want to go back to prison. I know that. After getting a taste of this, what's going on out here, I done been in just about every fast food restaurant. I'm still going to certain other restaurants. And if I can help I'm trying to talk to some of these youngsters at these little juvenile prisons. I'm waiting to get approval to go to the prisons. But man, from being in prison, witnessing all that drama, to being out here now, man, the beautiful women. Just be able to go and come as I want. And as crazy as it sounds, and as bad as I would love to be, you know, with the family, I'm happy and content with what I got right now. Because if I'd have got in my early 30s, I think I might want to still, you know, because that Stunner couldn't, me and him to go at it before I got out, he couldn't mess with me back then. It wasn't 2010 till I finally told him, okay, man, you got that, man, you win. He said, I got that. I was like, he was all excited. I was like, yeah, you got that. He couldn't handle me back then, you know, but, you know, I still love him, you know, because like I say, I don't want to put my burden on no one. I don't want no one to feel like they owe me. You know, I did my time. Like I say, I was supposed to get, man, I got 2 PSI. I pled guilty to CC, I was supposed to get 20 years. When people came back 2-3 months later with a new PSI and put me on automatic life, mandatory life sentence, gave me life for something I was never charged, I was never indicted, and they gave me a life sentence. And I did 23 years and 10 months.
Well, Terrance Gangsta Williams, you did your time.
Yeah.
You made a lot of mistakes early on in your life as a teenager, like a lot of us do. A lot of us, you know, in our teens and early 20s do a lot of dumb shit, me included. There was stuff that I did that could have ended me 20 years in prison if I got caught for it. Luckily, I didn't. But you did your time and you came out and now you could hug your kids.
They grown
you
too.
Could go, yeah.
I got grandbaby. I'm a grandpa.
There you go. You can hug your grandkids, something you couldn't have done 2 years ago.
Man.
You could eat wherever you want. You can go to the bathroom whenever you want. You can take
In
a shower
peace.
whenever you want. In peace, without a bunch of men around.
No, I could get in the tub, man. You know, we shower in the Fed. I get, oh man. You know what? They got Six Flags. They got, oh man, you know what? I was thinking the other day that it's a few good men that I left in prison, like Big Meech, that I would love to see back out on these streets, man, because it's a lot of good men I left in prison that deserve another chance. You know, I always say this, and I could be wrong, but I always say prison is for homeless people. And the reason why I say that, because you get 3 meals a day, free water, free light, got a cell, you don't pay no rent, you know? They sleeping on the street. But then when I drive by, I be like, man, even if I was a bum, oh, you know what's crazy, man? I just did a video this morning of Vlad acting like a bum, reaching out to Birdman. I put it on my Instagram. I just did it today. So, cause I be thinking like, I would rather be a bum on the street than be in prison.
Yeah.
Man, bro, you got officers like in their early 20s telling you, shut up, I'm gonna give you a direct order. You got some women that's tore up bad body, walking around with their head held high, like they're Miss America, and you like, I know on the street, we must look your way. And they just got their nose frowned up, and man, sometimes that stuff just irritates you. So I'm happy where I'm at, you know.